What's up, you guys? It's Brandi. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. Today I'm coming on with like a super exciting makeup launch. And of course, if you guys have been on the news, on social media, on YouTube, you guys know that Bad Girl Riri just came out with a makeup line. And I'm super excited about it. I feel like this is the first makeup launch where I've actually gone all out and got like a rack of products to try out, just because I love so much about this line already, and I love her launch of it. Like the whole process that she took, she did something very different from how other brands are, and that's like not really releasing all of the information about the products ahead of time. So it kind of was like a mad dash trying to like see what the products look like, which ones I wanted, because I didn't want them to sell out before I could get my hands on the ones that I really wanted. And surprisingly enough, even like the next day, like people were able to still go into Sephora and buy products. Like they had a rack of products, nothing sold out completely. So I really like that about this launch compared to others. I went ahead and placed my order on Sephora.com like that next morning, early before I went to work, let's just say that. And I was able to get everything that I wanted off the website. So I did drop about $185 on these products. So I was a little tight in the chest, like, did I really just spend $185 on some products? But it's all for Riri, so we're gonna try it out here today. So I've already prepped my skin and stuff like that, because I have seen some videos that said the foundation was kind of a bit drying. Like if you have dry skin, it's not gonna be forgiving at all. So I kind of have combination skin, so I went ahead and used my regular moisturizer, and I also used a little bit of this MAC strobe cream, which I use a lot of times with foundations. So I put that on my face, and I also prepped my like T-zone area where I have larger pores with my Benefit Professional primer. So I've had that on for a little bit to let it kind of like marinate while I did my brows. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in. Starting out, let's try out the Pro Filt'r Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. This is what the packaging looks like. This is what all of them look like. So it's pretty much black with spray paint or graffiti on it, and it's so in keeping with like who Rihanna is. I definitely like the packaging a lot. This retails for $34, which isn't too bad. Like it's kind of along the lines of the higher end foundations that are in Sephora, actually a little bit cheaper than some. And you do get 1.08 fluid ounces, which is a little bit more than like the traditional size of foundations, but the line has 40 shades. It's a wide variety. Like trust me when I say it's a wide variety, and sometimes like that's a good thing, but in this situation, to me, I feel like it was a good and bad thing to have a large variety of foundation shades, because then it makes it a little bit harder for you to choose your foundation shade. I got mine in the shade 390. On the box it says this is supposed to be a medium to full coverage for all. Supposed to be long wear and light as air, and it does say shake well before using. This here is what the packaging of the bottle looks like, which I absolutely love this as well. It's a frosted bottle. I believe it is glass, has Fenty Beauty written on it, and it has a nice little white top. Now I didn't pick up any of her brushes. She does have like a foundation brush. She also has like a sponge blender. It's about $16, and it's very different from the beauty blender. I might go back and get that one. And I think she also has like a contouring brush or something like that. I was like, for what? Why am I getting brushes? So you guys can check out other people's review on what they think about the brushes. I'm gonna pump about 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and this is what it looks like. It's very liquid, as you guys can see. I didn't do any color correcting or anything like that, because on a normal regular basis I don't color correct, so I'm not going to do that. I'm hoping it's going to cover up like all of these little dark marks I have on my face, but we're going to see. So I'm going to use those 2 full pumps on this side of my face too. And I'm going to go in with my Morphe brush first. I'm going to use that on one side, and then I'm going to use my beauty blender on the other side, just like I do with all of my foundation videos. Now this is blending in really easily and really nicely. I do like it. It does feel a little bit warmer of an undertone than I am, like almost a little orangey. It's similar to my Becca Aqua Luminous foundation in terms of like the color shade. Actually, it's not as orange as that one. So I do like it a lot. It seems like it gave me a good amount of coverage. Like the dark spot I had right here, I wouldn't say it's fully covered. I can still see like a shadow of it there, and I feel like if I put a little bit more there, it would fully cover it. Not sure how this would do if you have like a severe case of acne or anything like that. So I'm going to use two more pumps and apply it to this side with the Beauty Blender. This is the side with the Beauty Blender right here, and I feel like it blended out just as easy as this side. I don't see that much of a difference in the coverage actually. This one has completely settled. This one still looks a little bit dewy, and also the Beauty Blender didn't fully cover up that little mark, so I am going to put like just a little bit more there and see what happens. Since this is supposed to be medium to full coverage, like buildable. And it pretty much covered that fully and completely. So I am going to use a little bit more here on my chin. And also I feel like it covered up all of my hyperpigmentation as well around my mouth. I do like the way that this side has settled already. It is soft matte, like it's supposed to be a soft matte finish, and I would definitely agree that that's what it is, because you do still see a little bit of a sheen, just like a healthy glow to the skin, but it's not dewy. Here is the Match Stick Trio. It's a concealer, contour, and highlight, and this is what the packaging of this one looks like. And I got mine in Tan 300. It's about 4 of these, so I think there's like a really light one. There's a medium, I want to say, tan, and then one that's a little bit deeper than this, so I thought this was perfect. And a great thing that I saw about these is the fact that they are magnetic. Like, how amazing is that? I was just sitting in here yesterday playing with these. I got the shades Caramel, Truffle, and Rum. So I am going to use this, or start off using this one here, which is Caramel, as a concealer, like underneath my eyes. This is about how much product you get out of these. I did not try the Kim K products, but I did see a lot of reviews, so this does seem like a little bit more than she had, and of course, like, the stick is a little bit thicker than hers. So let's go ahead in with the shade Caramel. And it's not as creamy as I thought it would be, actually. So I've never really used any cream to powder type of sticks before. So I'm hoping this covers up all my dark circles. Taking a little bit of effort to blend this out, like the edges of it, so it looks seamless. And I'm getting a good amount of coverage, I would say. This is supposed to be cream to powder, I believe, so I guess you don't have to set it if you don't want to, but I know how my under eyes tend to be, so I am going to set it with a little bit of this banana, like luxury banana baking powder. Okay, so I actually feel like that did brighten my face up a little bit. It's more of a subtle highlight, which is great if you're someone who doesn't like to be overboard with your makeup. Now let's go in with the contour stick. This one is in the shade Truffle, and this is what the color looks like. So I feel like it's a good shade. It's not super cool tone, but it's also not super warm, so it's kind of like in the middle. It kind of seems like it's blending away with the Beauty Blender. Okay, so on the other side, I'm going to use this Morphe Y8 brush because it's kind of like densely compacted, but the bristles are nice and fluffy still. Okay, I feel like this is a little bit harder to blend with the brush. Next up is the highlight shade. This one is in the color Rum. So I'm just going to go in. I'm not going to use too much of this because I do have powder highlights from her line that I want to try out. I'm just going to put it on the high parts of my cheek. And I think this is going to be better blended out with the finger just to warm it up for these matchsticks because they are a little like rough, just a tad bit. This is very subtle. Moving on to the actual highlighters. I got this one here in Trophy Wife, which everybody and their mama was talking about. So it's this beautiful like shining gold color. So in keeping with Rihanna and like doing her thing. So I really like this. It does scare me. I will say that. It scares me just a little bit. I really feel like this isn't going to be for every day, of course, but I want to try it out. I don't even know what brush I should use for this because it's so gorgeous. So I'm just going to take a little bit. Now, do you guys see that? I didn't even take that much of this product on this brush at all. Like, let me tap some more because that is like beaming. A little bit of this goes a very long way. I feel like I seriously need to like blend this out some more because it's crazy. It just went from 0 to 100 real quick up in here. So I am noticing it's gorgeous. It's very gorgeous and it's nice and bright and shining, but it does seem like it's a bit glittery to me. It's definitely a bit glittery, which I don't normally really like for highlights that I wear. On my temples. Like when I tell you guys I'm barely touching this, I'm barely touching this because I feel like this can get out of hand real fast. Like real fast. Do you guys see that? Do you see that? Like I hope my camera is picking all this up. Very last product that I got was the Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer, and it's in the shade Fenty Glow. Now this is the only lip product she has in the whole collection, which I'm assuming she's probably going to expand. I'm going to try it first on its own. I am going to line a little bit with my cork lip liner just because the way my lips are set up, they look a little bit weird without any liner on. It smells really good. It has like a sweet smell to it, but not too overpowering at all. Yeah, that's not too bad. I kind of like it. I would definitely use this gloss on like a everyday no makeup type of look. I like this gloss. I am excited about this soft matte finish that's going on with my face. I really like this, and it just looks so nice and healthy and glowy and not overdone. I am going to spray a little bit of Fix Plus just because I feel like I should, just to top it off. Okay, that was a little bit more than a little, but I feel like that made it a little bit dewy. So definitely if you have dry skin, you can make this work. I am going to wear this for the rest of the day. I'm going to try to leave these products on as long as possible and let you guys know what I feel about them when I come back later on tonight. Okay, you guys, I'm back. It's now kind of the end of the night. It is currently 7:25 p.m. I've had this foundation on for about 10 hours, and I have to say my face still looks really good in terms of the foundation and also the highlight and all of that. Now there is only one thing that I am seeing that is very troubling, and it's one product that I'm not liking. That's the concealer part up under here. I'm definitely getting a lot of creasing, and if you guys remember, I did set it with a powder like my normal powder that I use, but it has worn off a lot, so I am starting to see dark circles just a little bit. So I'm not liking that too much. The contour, I feel like it did a really great job. It's still on my face. The only thing that I did not love about this highlight, and that's the Trophy Wife one, the gold one, is that it's very glittery when you go outside. Like if the sun is shining on your face, it looks like a ton of glitters on your face. So I just don't really prefer highlights that have a lot of glitter in them, so this is definitely a product that I don't see myself using. I did like the matchstick that was the highlight rum, but I do feel like it was super subtle, like for an everyday makeup type of look. I'm still on the fence like if I want it or not, because I always feel like I still need to set like any type of stick highlights with a powder highlight. So while I like the shade of it, I like the color, it did complement my skin, I just feel like it didn't show up that much. In terms of the formula for the matchsticks, I don't know, like, I don't really love the formula of it. I wish it was like a tad bit creamier for all of them because they were a little bit tough to blend out. I feel like they're better if you warm them up with your hands first, but in terms of like doing the contour and all of that, it's kind of hard to pat that out with your fingertips and stuff like that, so it needs to work with at least a beauty blender or a brush. In terms of the gloss, I don't feel like it's anything special really. I just don't feel like it did anything to wow me, and especially for the price, I could find something in drugstore it's a lot cheaper and that does about the same thing. Moving on to the star of this review video, this foundation. This stuff right here is absolutely amazing. My skin was flawless, like my pores, everything. It did not give me any creasing. It was nice and it wore nicely all throughout the day. Now I am a little tad bit shiny in my T-zone, and I did use Fix Plus and all of that, and I put very moisturizing products underneath this foundation. I am interested in trying this out again without using all of those moisturizing products underneath my skin or on my skin before like putting this on and prepping it, because I want to see if this does dry my skin out or not. I feel like I could really just dab in some areas right now and it would take me right back to square one where it was when I first applied it. So I do have a paper towel here, which of course is not like the best thing to use. She does have blotting papers and also blotting powder within her line. I just would never buy that because I'm not a touch-up type of girl, and if I do touch up, it'll be in the bathroom really quickly with like a piece of tissue. So I feel like that just took all of that extra little sheen away if you want it to be more matte, and it's not that much product on this, just a little bit. So I feel like the foundation did a really great job. This is going to be like something that's definitely a staple or like a favorite foundation for me. That is pretty much it in terms of the review of Rihanna's Fenty Beauty products that I actually got my hands on. Let me know you guys' thoughts on them, if you've tried them out, if you plan on buying any. Let me know those in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this review video, of course, give it a thumbs up and show your girl some love. And if you are not a subscriber, go ahead and click that subscribe button and join the family as always. And until next time, I will see all of you beauties later. Bye.